What's up, Taiwan? I'm Sandy Chu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan Central Bank says the economy will grow more slowly next year than it expected. The bank cuts its forecast for 2023 growth to just over 2.5%. That's almost half a percentage point lower than it predicted in September. Tash Butler has the story.
Taiwan's economy is slowing down. After the boom year of 2021, when a thriving tech sector pushed growth to more than 6%, the central bank has now lowered its expectations for this year and next. In September, the bank predicted Taiwan's economy would grow by just over 3.5% this year and 2.9% in 2023. Now, it's slashed both those forecasts to just over 2.9% this year and about 2.5% the next. The bank also expects inflation on the price of everyday goods to slow down next year, so it's announced only a small rise to interest rates.
That
should mean less of a squeeze on economic growth. But the smaller interest rate hike also means less of a push to stop inflation from driving up prices for consumers here. And those price rises have wiped out any potential gains from higher salaries. Accounting for inflation, official statistics show wages have actually slightly shrunk.
真的差很多，没有办法。
不管是在大致去连锁餐厅吃饭，或者是小致去菜市场买个东西，那东西一定是会有差别的。
明年预计还更差嘞。
Overall, Taiwan is in far better shape than in places like Europe, where many countries expect their economies to shrink. But lower growth forecasts and ongoing price rises mean many Taiwanese are looking at their personal finances and feeling less than optimistic. Karma Xu and Tash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's cabinet has approved draft amendments that would bar many ex-convicts from running for a political office. The proposals are meant to stop links between politicians and organized crime figures in Taiwan. The rules would apply to people running for any level of political post, from the president down to village chiefs. In August, an anti-corruption NGO reported that 15% of Taiwan's city and county councillors had criminal records. But critics say the changes would deprive ex-convicts of their constitutional right to run in elections. The proposed amendments will now be sent to Taiwan's legislator for approval. An official from Taiwan's Interior Ministry spoke about the crimes it covers.
犯组织犯罪或者制造、运输、贩售毒品、枪炮及洗钱的，那犯这些罪，那经有罪判决确定，那这些都不能登记参选。
Taiwan says a decision on whether to restore ferry services between its outlying islands and China will be made within the next month. Ferries between China and the islands of Jinmen and Matsu have been suspended for more than 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. On Thursday, Taiwanese official Wellington Gu told a legislative hearing that a decision will come before Lunar New Year's Day on January 21st. Residents of the islands, which are closer to China than Taiwan's main island, have pushed for travel links to be reopened. But Taiwanese authorities have said an abrupt reopening could lead to large-scale COVID outbreaks. Taipei Blockchain Week is wrapping up today. The event has brought together around 2,000 tech entrepreneurs, investors, and other people interested in Web3 in Taiwan's capital for a week's worth of talks and presentations. TaiwanPlus reporter Jeremy Olivier has more on the story on gathering and what Web3 could mean for Taiwan.
Web3 enthusiasts gathered in the Taiwanese capital for the first ever Taipei Blockchain Week. The aim is to make Taiwan the next hub of decentralized web development. Even Taipei Mayor-elect Jiang Wan-an came to show his support. Organizing the event is Bujidao, a loosely knit collective of tech employees and entrepreneurs who are passionate about Taiwan's potential to be a leader in Web3.
I think the best thing about Taiwan is talent, because Taiwan has great developers, and that's, I think, the key to Web3 technology and adoption. So I think that's like what Taiwan has that comparative to the rest of the world.
But what is Web3? And why do Bujidao and so many others want Taiwan to get on board with it? The term describes a kind of internet development based on decentralized blockchains, public ledgers that keep records of digital transactions. The most well-known applications in Web3 are cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, and NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, which have mostly included digital artworks. But those involved in this industry say the technology can be used for virtually anything.
We can see from the crowds here that there's definitely a keen interest in getting Taiwan more involved in international Web3 trends. But the question remains, outside of this group of enthusiastic, mostly young people, is Taiwan generally on board with these developments?
Computer science professor and Silicon Valley veteran Liao Shiwei says that Web3 has many potential benefits for the country, but the regulatory environment is keeping Taiwan from realizing its full potential.
I think the government doesn't give clear guidance. They hang a sword on top of these entrepreneurs. The sword can drop anytime from your transaction now all the way to 5 years later. They can penalize you in some way you don't expect, because you see commodity, you see labor, should it be taxed? Should it be regulated as securities? Should it be regulated as money? They didn't say.
Even government officials have made a big push for Taiwan's adoption of Web3. Digital Minister Audrey Tang has said that the technology can be deployed to thwart cyber attacks from China, among other uses. Her new Ministry of Digital Affairs has Web3 as one of its areas of focus. But not everyone is so eager to run headfirst into what is still considered a Wild West industry area. The spectacular collapse of the cryptocurrency market in the US and allegations of fraud by FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried has caused some hesitancy. Estimates ranging in the hundreds of thousands of people in Taiwan were affected by the FTX bankruptcy. Tech worker Samuel was one of them. He's now more critical about the technology and its usefulness in Taiwan.
Is that I just do not see a killer application of the blockchain itself. It's like people were saying about like putting assets on like asset record, like actual asset, like your house, your like physical assets, records on the blockchain. And there are a few companies are doing so, but it's just like there's no application that blockchain can do while other technologies could not. So it's been a hype.
And because of the recent problems with blockchain technology, some experts are reminding Taiwanese people and businesses to look before they leap.
I would advise caution, because this is not a place that has incorporated a lot of like thousands of years of wisdom in terms of accounting and legal yet. So I think in practice, the blockchain world should have incorporated more like check and balance.
But such voices seem to be few and far between in Taiwan. And it's clear from the enthusiasm for Web3 development here that technologies like blockchain and crypto are not going away anytime soon. Patrick Chen, Howard Zhang, and Jeremy Olivier for TaiwanPlus.
The United States plans to send its officials to Taiwan on a 2-year program starting next autumn. The U.S. currently sends government employees to Taiwan just for months at a time. But under the Taiwan Fellowship Act, successful applicants will be able to spend 1 year learning Mandarin and other subjects in Taiwan. They can then spend an additional year working with a Taiwanese government agency or parliamentary office. The program sponsors say it is designed to strengthen the relationship between the two countries. The Taiwan Fellowship Act is included in the United States National Defense Authorization Act, which was approved by the Senate on Thursday. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of the dance competition world final in Johannesburg. Dancers face off one-on-one while busting a move to various musical hits across multiple genres. I'm Sandy Chi, take care and see you next time.